Hey guys again. Still under the fourth chapter, under the continuation patterns, it is time to introduce you one of the most important continuation patterns of them all. It is being called the separating lines, and like the name suggests, it is more than one candle. We are talking about two candles, but there is a drawdown on these separating lines. They are considered to be one of the most important continuation patterns, but they have this drawback that they are extremely rare. At least they are extremely rare for the currency market. The reason is that the brokers usually feel the gaps between the candles on the smaller time frames, so you don't have these gaps all the time presented on your charts. They are more common on the equity markets, because equity markets close at one day, and then at the opening for the next day, these continuation patterns are quite often. Anyways, I want to show them to you. I want to present them. The only problem is that they are hard to identify on the currency markets, but I will try to explain them. Separating lines can be both bullish or bearish patterns. I mean, they can be both on a bullish and on a bearish market, and are to be met on market rallies. So market rallies to the upside or market rallies to the downside, normally they are part of a third wave type. So if you are familiar with the Elliott wave theory, a separating line is part normally of a third wave type, advance when price or decline when price accelerates into a direction or another, and gaps with each candle trying to run away from the scene of the crime. They imply a small gap from the previous candle, and a separating lines pattern, continuation pattern in an advancing market, it is being formed out of the red candle that is being followed by a green candle with a gap. Now I cannot show you, I cannot show you such a pattern on the currency market. I will try to illustrate them to you on using the pen here. So a separated line, a bullish separating line pattern, it is always formed by one red candle in a market that advances. Okay, so in a market that advances, you have one red candle, then it is being followed by a green candle that opens. So the opening price for the next green candle, it is at the opening price of the previous candle. So this structure, in this price in here, so this price here, this is a small gap that is being formed in this separating line, and this pattern, and this is being considered a bullish separating line. This is a continuation pattern, price coming from the downside and moving to the upside, so actually has the tendency to exit into the same direction as entered. Not that common, again, not that common on the currency markets, but quite common on the equity markets, especially at the opening prices, and or before some releases that affect a certain security. These are extremely powerful. Once you met such a pattern, then be aware that the price accelerates to the upside or to the downside, as a matter of fact. But more important, keep in mind they are being part of a third wave type. Now this is a bullish separating line, but a bearish separating line, actually it is to be met in. So let me draw such a line in here. In a market that comes from the upside, so in a falling market, in a declining market, all of a sudden you have one green candle that goes to the upside, and then the very next candle gaps and opens at the opening price of the previous candle or right below it, and this is being called a bearish separating line pattern. Still a continuation pattern. This is the gap, and the continuation pattern implies that the price keeps going to the downside. So what you're having here is a price that comes from the upside, usually in a third wave type, and exits the pattern, the continuation pattern in the same direction, implies a gap. So this is a gap. Also this implies a gap. And this is being called a bullish separating lines. And of course there on the right side we have a bearish separating lines. So once again, continuation pattern. This is the last continuation pattern that I'm going to present you under the Japanese candlestick techniques, and this is pretty much it. This is pretty much it. What I can tell you about them. It is extremely powerful, especially on the equity markets. Now the next sub-chapter, still on the Japanese candlestick techniques, is going to deal with stars. I know that you are familiar with the morning star and evening star and the shooting star. We will have one recording for each of them. We'll try to identify different stars on different time frames and different currency pairs, and to see what are they informed of, and how to interpret them. So until then, stay safe on the markets.